Hello and welcome to week 2 of our 6 week strong challenge. This week is all about foundation. It's about control and precision, slowing everything down, starting with the base, the building blocks, our foundation. If you stick with us, week 3 will be tough, but your body will be ready for it. So let's go. Standing to the back of the mat for me. Place your hands just on either side of the rib cage and just let your two middle fingers barely graze together. Close down your eyes if you wish. You're going to give me a big inhale, breathe into the side ribs, back body, feel that expansion. Exhale it all out through your pursed lips, fingertips should touch again. Big inhale, breathe into the side ribs, expand the rib cage. Exhale it out through the pursed lips, drawing your navel to spine. 2 more, slowing the breath down. Big inhale, breathe into the side ribs, back body, expand. Exhaling it all out through your pursed lips, drawing your navel to spine. 1 more, big inhale, breathe into the side ribs, back body, expand. Exhale it out through the pursed lips, drawing your navel to spine. Now from here, just let your hands hang heavy down by your side, open up your eyes, then find your neutral stance for me. And from here, you're just going to roll the shoulders up and down towards the ears and roll them back and down. Lifting them up towards ears, exhale back and down. Inhale, roll them up and down. Lovely, we're going to go for 3 more in this direction, then you're going to reverse for me for 2. Last one. Now reverse the direction for me, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears, rolling them forward and down. Nice. Try not to lock out those knees hard for me, just a little subtle slight bend. Rolling the shoulders up and down. Now really focus, connecting your breath with the movement and connecting your mind and body. Really try to stay present for this practice. Last 2. Last 1. Release it out. Now from here, you're going to look and turn your neck over towards that left shoulder. Then you're going to drop the chin down to the chest, rolling it around and look over your right. Repeat. Drop the chin to the chest, look over your left. Dropping that chin down, look over your right. 1 more each side for me. Finding those head tilts and rolls. Last one, over to the right. Come back through the center. Bringing your head back up to neutral. From here, just place your hands on the hips for me. Make sure your feet are just as wide as your hips, okay? Nice neutral stance position. Again, try not to lock out those knees hard. Now from here, we're going to go for a little pelvic tilt. Okay, I want you to tilt the hips towards your ribs, tucking that tailbone under. Engage, drawing it all up. And now just release, relax, come back to neutral spine. We go again. This is all about building foundation today, so we're ready to find that intensity in the next few weeks. Tilt the hips towards the ribs, engage, and release, relax, neutral spine. Tilt the hips up towards the ribs. You're shortening that distance between your hips and the ribs. Engage, finding that in-print position, tucking the tailbone under. And then release, relax, neutral spine. Arms hang heavy again down by your side. Drop the chin to your chest. Now slowly take your time as you roll down through the center, scooping up your center core. Let yourself fall heavy, rolling down as low as you can. Let the back of the head, neck and drop. Arms hang heavy. Now push into the heels of the feet as you scoop up from that center core. Slowly, slowly start to roll yourself back up to standing. Gaze comes forward again. Nice. We go again. Drop that chin to your chest. Using that breath. Find every movement with intention here today. Allow everything to hang heavy. Push into the heels. Scoop and roll yourself up nice and steady. Find that control, find that precision. Nice. Speed is cheating in the Pilates, okay? Again, chin to chest, roll yourself down. Allow everything to hang heavy here for me. Stay folded over this time. Drop the back of the head and neck. Allow your arms to hang heavy. Feel the weight almost shift onto the balls of the feet as if you're falling forward. And just release here, releasing out that back body for a moment. Breathe into the back, expand your rib cage. Exhale it out. Lovely. Walking your hands out for me. Nice. You're going to stay in a downward dog here, pressing those heels to the mat. Now from here, I'm going to get you to raise your right leg up towards that ceiling. Now you're going to bend at the knee and you're going to let that leg almost fall over as if it's stacking over your left hip. So you open up that hip space. Nice. Hold it here. Come back through the center. Now from here, extend that right leg up again. Lovely. Now you're going to almost draw a little circle for me. You're going to tap your big right toe to the floor. Then you're going to bring it up to the ceiling. Then we're going to bend that knee again. Open up the hip. Knee comes out wide. Then bringing that knee back down. And then extend that leg to the ceiling again. Well done. Bend at the knee. Now let the knee open up to the right. Open up that hip space. Then bring that knee back in towards as if you're coming in to meet your opposite knee. Then again, straighten that leg to the ceiling. You're almost creating a little hip circle, a hip opener, okay? If you're anything like me, you might feel a little bit of a click. Nice. Well done. Take your time here. Lovely. Last full round. Extend that leg to the ceiling. Hold it here. Bring that right foot down to the mat again. You're going to bring that left leg up to the ceiling. First one, just lower. Tap the left big toe to the floor. And then kick that leg back up to the ceiling. Now from here, bend at the knee. And this time you're going to stack again. So we're going to almost let that leg, knee open out to the side. Stack the hips. Lovely. Come back into the center parallel again. Nice. And then you're going to open up that knee out wide to the side. Bring it up and around, back towards the middle. And then extend the leg long again. Nice. Now bend at the knee again. Again, open up that knee out to the side. Then bring the knee back in parallel to the middle. And then extend the leg long. Nice. Breaking this movement down. Take your time. Create a little circle with that hip. Nice. Well done. Last full one. Extend that leg to the ceiling. Bend at the knee. Now open up that knee out to the side. Excuse the expression, but it's like a dog going to the toilet. And then bring that knee back into center and lift that leg up. And then lower that left foot down to the mat again. Now bend into one knee at a time, just walking out the legs. And let's come back to our breath. Refocus, recenter. Again, today is building those foundations. So we're ready to intensify over the next few weeks. We're on our 6 week strong challenge. Well done. Nice. Now once you're ready, you're going to bend at the knees. Come into a 4-point kneeling position for me. Shoulders in line with the wrists. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Okay, spider like those fingers so you take a little bit of pressure out of your wrists. And protract from the shoulders before you do anything else. And scoop up from the center core. Now from here, a few cat-cows. On the inhale, we dip and arch that lower back as you ripple through your spine. Open up your chest and shoulders. Now exhale, rounding the spine. Bring your eyes to your belly. Push into the heels of your hands. Lovely. We go again. Inhale, rippling through. Dip and arch into your lower back. Open up the chest and shoulders. Exhale, rounding your spine. Bring your eyes to belly. Lovely. Give me 2 more here. Really feel yourself ripple through your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, as you open up the chest and shoulders. Exhale, round the spine, tucking the tailbone under. Eyes come to the belly button, push into the heels of the hands. Last one. Enjoy this movement, this spinal articulation. Exhale, round the spine, bring the eyes to the belly. Lovely. Come back into your neutral position for me. And then just from here, you're going to bring your right hand up to the ear. You're going to open up over to the right as if the elbow is coming up to the ceiling. Let your eyes follow. A gentle spinal twist here. Now lower yourself down and just tap that right elbow to the mat. Nice. Exhale, lifting that elbow back up to the ceiling. Twist that spine gently. And then bring the elbow back down. Now come back to your breath. Breath controls the movement. Exhale, drop. Inhale, bring the elbow back to the mat. Last 2. Nice. Last 1. Tap that elbow down. Come back to neutral. Right hand comes to the mat. Left hand comes to your ear. Opposite side. Left elbow goes up to the ceiling. Spinal twist. Eyes follow. Just gentle. We're just warming up. And left elbow taps the mat. Exhale. Bring that elbow up. And bring it back down. Nice. You've 3 more here for me. Well done. Lovely. Last 2. Nice. Exhale. Draw that elbow up. Twist. Last 1. Come back. Tap that elbow down. Come back to neutral. Nice. Now from here, you're going to pivot yourself around for me. We're going to lie in a supine position. Nice. You're going to be sick of me saying it today, but I really want you to focus on form and control, okay? Really bring it back to basics. Slow everything down for me. Feel the heat build. Nice and controlled. Now from here, we're lying on our back, supine position. Before you do anything else, I want you to think of those pelvic tilts you just did at the beginning. So tilt the hips towards the ribs. So close that little gap or air pocket between the lower back and the mat. Engage it here for me. Now float your legs to tabletop position. Your arms can rest long, heavy by your side, palms press onto the floor. And again, just be mindful, have a quick glance that your knees are in line with the side of your hips. They're not creeping in. Now point your toes for me and nice and subtly keep that lower back imprinted. Keep the legs bent. You're going to lower your right big toe down, tap your big toe off the mat. Then come back up to your tabletop position. Switch. Left leg lowers, tap that left toe to the mat, keeping the legs bent. And then come back into your tabletop. Now alternating here for me. Nice and simple. Finding your single leg toe taps. Lovely. Well done. We're here for 6 more. Lovely. For 5. Really find that control in the precision. We're not going to have many reps of each exercise today. We don't want to wreck ourselves. We want to find that control and build that heat. 2. Last 1. Come back to tabletop. Now extend your arms straight up to the ceiling for me. Imprint that lower back. Close the gap. And wrap the ribs around and down. Imagine someone put a corset on you and they've tightened up that corset now. We're going to go for our dead bugs. We're going to extend our right leg out nice and long as your left arm hovers back behind you. Hold. Now come back through the center. Don't let that lower back arch. No air pocket. Left leg extends. Right arm falls back. Hover. Hold. Draw through the center. Alternating your legs for me, keeping that nice controlled pace. Please don't rush it. Is your lower back imprinted or is it lifting? Are your ribs wrapped around and down? And are you focusing on that breath as you have alternate arm to alternate leg, or sorry, opposite? Nice. Lovely. Well done. Breathe here for me. We're here for 4 more. Nice. You should really start to feel that core activate if everything's engaged. Breathe for 3. Don't let those knees creep in now. And often I see those heels dip as if they're going to touch the back of the thigh. Make sure if I placed a tray on your shins, you'd balance that tray. 2. Last 1. Come back through the center. Hold it here for me. Again, finding your imprint position. Lovely. Nice and simple for this one. You're going to drop your chin to your chest. We're going to exhale. Curl yourself up. Let your arms swing by your side. Exhale it all out. Then inhale, release it back down. Finding a little bit more heat now. Chin to chest. Exhale. Peel your shoulders, shoulder blades right up. And release it back down. Well done. We're going to go for 4 more. Chin to chest. Exhale, curl yourself up. And release it back down. Well done. Last 3. And release it down. Every time you curl up, really use that exhale to your advantage. The more you exhale, the more you activate your deep core. Imagine you're blowing condensation on a window. Last one. Exhale, curl up, blow it all out, hold it here. Now maybe you can extend your right leg out nice and long, hold. Now bring it back to tabletop. Left leg comes out nice and long, hold. Draw it back to tabletop, imprint that lower back, glue the knees together, extend both legs long, hold, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Tap the feet down, release the head. Now turn to on your side, so your right forearm comes onto the floor for me, onto the mat, okay? Now from here, what I'm going to get you to do, your right forearm is on the mat. Have a quick glance at your shoulder, make sure it's in line with your elbow. And then from here, you're going to extend both legs nice and long. Your left foot almost plants onto your mat and your right foot is just tucked behind your left. Now use the left hand to press into the mat for me. Press your left hand and left foot down into the mat so you lift your hips up off the mat. Now only if it's here for you, extend that left arm to the ceiling. If you need to keep it pressed onto the mat for support, that's okay. Now we're going to find our hip dips, okay? You're going to lower your hips down as if they were just about to touch the mat, then lift the hips back up. Lower the hips down and lift them back up. Nice. We're here for 5. Well done. Stick with me now for 4. You got this. Really strong. Every time you lift those hips up, go up to that highest point for me. Imagine I've gone around with a sling, lifting you up and out. 3. You got this now. Exhale, lift. 2. On your last one, lifting right up here for me. Lift that lower thigh and hip and ribs right up away from the mat. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Release yourself down. Well done. Now come into a 4-point kneeling position for me. Shoulders in line with the wrists. And again, I need you to protract from the shoulders. If you're unsure what that means, it means you're almost pushing that mat deeper into the ground and pushing yourself away from the mat as if you're a little bit angry. So the shoulder blades almost round, okay? Now scoop up from the core. Your knees are in line with the hips, toes are curled under. We're going to go for our bear hover, okay? So what I'm going to get you to do, protract, scoop the core. Now lift the knees up off the mat and hover here, just barely over the mat, hovering. We're here for 6. Keep that core engaged and breathe. Come back to the breath. Remember, slow and controlled. Last 4, last 3, 2, 1. Tap the knees down. We go again. Lift the knees up. Hover, hold. Lovely. Deep breaths. Exhaling it out. You got this. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, tap the knees down. We go again. You should really feel that core activate. Scoop up from the core, lift the knees, hover, hold. Well done, you've 8. Nice. First 7, protraction out of the shoulders, keep the core scooped up and engaged. Barely hovering those knees over the mat. Last 4, last 3, 2, 1, and lower. Last one for me. Lift the knees up. Hold it here. Breathe. Protraction. Scoop up that core. You got this. For 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap the knees down. Lovely. Now from here, you're going to lie on your side on the left hand side this time. So your left forearm is down on the mat. Legs go long. Right foot this time is in front to your left, so you can plant your foot down, give you that little extra support. Shoulder in line with the elbow. And again, you don't want to be sinking that rib cage down. Automatically keep your left ribs up and out away from the mat. Use that right hand to begin. Press into your right foot and right hand as you peel and lift your hips up off the mat. Now, only if it's here for you, take your right hand away from the mat and extend it up to the ceiling. Now let's find our hip dips. Lower the hips down and lift the hips back up. Well done. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift back up. Lovely. Keep that calf and thigh and hips and ribs away from that mat when you lift. Last 4. Lovely. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. Last 1. Lift those hips up. Hold. Here for 5. For 4, for 3, for 2, 1, and release it out. Well done, really strong. Once you're ready, you're going to lie in your supine position again. Lie down on the mat for me. Perfect. Now from here, what we're going to do, we're going to come back to our glute bridge, okay? Again, we're building those foundations, building that stability and strength, so you're ready to intensify in the next few weeks, okay? From here, feet are flat on the mat. Legs and feet are in line with your hips, parallel legs, okay? And make sure your feet aren't too far away or they're not too close to your bum. So they're just about midway, okay? Then from here, you have 2 options. A little bit more support. Press the back of your arms, palms and shoulders into the mat. If you want a little bit more of a stability challenge, extend your arms to the ceiling. Now from here, tilt the hips towards the ribs, imprinting that lower back. Now push the heels into the mat and peel your hips all the way up so you come up onto that shoulder bridge. Now that you're here, make sure your knees are pointing forward like headlights of a car. Squeezing and clenching the glutes. Your rib cage isn't flared and you're pushing down into the heels of the feet. Pressure in the heels. Hold for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, peel yourself back down. Finding your articulations, we have 2 more. Tilting those hips towards the ribs, close that gap, imprint your lower back. Now push into the heels, peel the hips all the way up for me. Now squeeze and clench the glutes. Lovely, hold and breathe for 4, for 3, for 2, 1, slowly peel it back down. Last one, imprint your lower back. Pressure in the heels, peel the hips up, hold at the top. Lovely. Now from here, lower that bum down as if it was just about to touch the mat again. Then push into the heels, lift the hips back up, squeeze the glutes. Slow and controlled again. Come back to that control and precision. Lower the hips, lift and squeeze back up. Inhale, dip the hips down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. If I asked you to take your toes away from the mat, you should still feel balanced. That's how much pressure and weight is in the heels of the feet for me. Lovely. You've 6 more here. Nice. Well done. Remember, focus on form as we're not staying in any position for long today. Last 4. Exhale. Come up. Nice. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. On the last one, you're going to lift your hips up. Now we're going to find what we call our marches. If you need a little bit more stability or support, place the arms down, press into the mat. If not, keep your arms extended to the ceiling. Now really focus on your hips staying as steady as you can. Imagine I put a marble in your belly button. It can't rock out, okay? Now slowly press into your left heel. As you do, you're going to bring that right leg into tabletop. Keep the hips lifted, pressure in the left heel. Now lower that right foot back down to the mat. Press into the right heel. Left leg comes up to tabletop. Hold. And slowly lower it back down and alternate. Again, focusing on that hip stability here and really focus on keeping that height as well in your hips. So you really find pressure in that single heel as you lift the opposite leg. Nice. And remember, you want to hold at the top for at least a breath. Nice. Well done. You're going to give me 4 more marches. Really strong. Last 3. Ask yourself, are those hips staying as steady as you can or are they rocking? Last 2. Remember that marble or Malteser in the belly button. Last 1. Now once you're ready, you're going to bring your your left leg into tabletop position. Lovely. And then from here, what you're going to do is give me an inch up, inch down. Make them juicy. Don't half those pulses. Up and down. Pressure in that right heel. Nice. For 5, you got this. Really strong. For 4, nice. For 3, for 2, last one, lift the hips all the way up, hold at the top, breathe. 4, 3, 2, come with me. Left heel lowers down. Press into the left heel as you bring the right leg tabletop. Now again, inch up, inch down, juicy. Don't rock off to one side. You want no twist of the spine or the hips. Everything centered. Slow the breath down. Give me 4. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip. Last 3. Pushing into that left heel every time. Find that height. 2. Last 1. Hold at the top. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Right foot comes to the floor. Lower yourself down. Well done. Again, pivot to your side. So we're on our right forearm. Okay? You're on your right forearm. And then from here, shoulder in line with that elbow, okay, and have that weight distributing across your forearm nice and evenly. Make sure you're lifting out of that right rib so that, again, it's not sinking down towards the mat. You're automatically engaged, lifting yourself up and out. When you look down at your knees, your left knee should be directly stacked up on top of your right. And again, from here, your legs are just bent back behind you. Now glue those 2 big toes together, okay? So don't let the big toes separate. And what you're going to do, your core is already engaged. All you're going to do is glue the big toes together, lift that left knee up, open up into that clamshell, then lowering it slowly down as if it's just about to touch the bottom knee, but don't let it, and then lift it back up again. Now with this one, remember your hips are also stacked. So you don't want that top hip swaying off or rocking off as you lift that knee up. Basically, when you lift the knee, you're really trying to target the side of our glute here, okay? With these clamshells. Nice. Open up and really lift that knee to the highest point that it's there for you without rocking. So you really activate the side of the glute. Make it turn on. Lovely. Nice. We want to activate that glute medius instead of our maximus, which is always trying to do all the work. We want to find those little muscles. Lovely. You're here for 4 more. Then we're going to add a little layer, okay? In 3. Nice. Come back to that breath. Remember, control, precision. Slow it right down. 2. Last one like this. Now we add a layer. You do the exact same thing, however, this time when you're lifting that left knee, you peel the hips up away from the mat. Now lower the hips down and slowly lower that left knee. Lift the left knee open, clamshell, peeling the right hips up off the mat and lower them down slowly, then lower the left knee. Well done, you just have 6 more. Nice, really strong. Find that precision for me. Last 5. Well done. Last 4. Nice. Last 3. Nice, everyone. Last 2. On the last one, hold those hips up. Hold that left leg, knee open. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Lovely. From here, pivot yourself around so you come back to a 4-point kneeling position for me. Nice and simple. Now from here, what I'm going to get you to do, again, protraction out of the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide so you take a little pressure out of the wrists. Scoop up the core. Then from here, extend your left leg long for me. Nice. Now all you're going to do to begin with, we're going to bend that left knee, bring it in and down towards the mat, but don't let it touch. And extend and lengthen. Squeeze and clench the glutes. Engage the quads as you extend. Bend at the knee, draw that knee down towards the mat. Lovely, and extend and lengthen. When you're bringing that knee back down, just bring it back in line with that right knee. Don't start to round the spine. Lovely, extend and lengthen, point those toes. Feel the squeeze and clench of the glutes. And remember, you don't want to dip or arch into the lower back. Keep the core engaged. Think about almost making yourself an inch taller rather than worrying about getting the leg up high, okay? 3, as if someone's stretching you. In 2, we add a layer. The next time you extend your left leg, if it's here for you, you're going to extend your right arm long, bicep alongside the ear. Then lower the right hand back down as you draw that left knee in, but keep it hovered. Extend and lengthen and draw it in. Well done. We're here for 5. Nice. Again, focus on that form. Take your time. Feel that stretch and extend and lengthen before you release it down. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. Last 1. Extend and lengthen. Hold. Is your bicep alongside the ear? Are your toes pointed? Glutes engaged, quads engaged. Core scooped up. 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Well done. Lovely. From here, all I'm going to get you to do, you're going to do 1 cat-cow for me. Inhale, open up the chest and shoulders, dip and arch into that lower back. Exhale, round the spine, eyes to belly. Inhale, come back to neutral position. And from here, we're going to lie on our left forearm this time. Okay? Again, shoulder in line with that elbow. Distribute that weight across the forearm. And then from here, again, your knees are stacked up on top of each other. Legs are bent. Feet tucked back behind you. Right knee stacked up on top of the left. Left ribs lifted up and out away from that mat. You're not sinking down. Now glue your 2 big toes together. Don't let them separate. Don't let your hips rock. And what you're going to do, again, we're going to lift that right knee right up just as much as it's there for you. Now lower that right knee back down as if it's just about to touch that bottom knee, but don't let it. Well done. Nice. Stick with me. Again, we're on week 2 of our challenge. This is about building that foundation. Okay, really find that control and precision. Perfecting every move. So when we do add those extra little tweaks and layer up, that you have the base. Nice. It doesn't mean it's easy. You should be still feeling it. If you're engaged and you're doing each move right, you should be feeling it, because I am. Well done. Nice. We're here for 4 more. Again, really lifting that right knee up as much as you can. Feel the side of that glute turn on. 3. We're going to add that layer, that hip lift. In 2. Last one here for me. Now we add that little extra layer. As you lift the right knee, you peel your left hips up and out. So all the pressure is nearly on that left knee, okay? Then lower the hips down. Then you lower the right knee. Don't let it touch. Lifting the right knee up. As you do, you peel the hips away from the mat. Then lower the hips back down. Then lower the knee in. Nice. You're going to give me 5 more. Well done. Breathe through it. Exhale as you lift. Are your big toes still glued together? Nice. Are you really lifting that knee up as high as you can? Opening up. Think of a clamshell. Nice. Last 3. Well done. Stick with me. You got this, okay? Last 2. I'm really, really proud of you. Well done. Last 1. Lift those hips up. Open up that knee. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Pivot around into your 4-point kneeling position again. Nice. Protraction of the shoulders. Spider like those fingers, scoop up the core. Nice and simple. Extend your right leg long, okay? Then from here, automatically try not to fall off to the left, square off the hips. Now as we bend the right knee, drawing it in line with your left knee, keep it hovered away from the mat. Then extend and lengthen, point those toes, squeeze the glutes, engage the quads before you bend that knee, drawing it back in. Now it's really easy that we fall off to the left-hand side here, so think about squaring off the hips. If I placed a string on your hip bone and went straight down to the mat, it should be keeping it stuck in place in a straight line. Well done. Nice. I have to remind myself as well, because once I go on to single leg, I always fall off to that side. Nice. Well done. We're here for 4. Really strong. For 3, we're going to add in that left arm extension in 2. If it's not here for you, keep the left hand down. In 1. Now as you extend that right leg long, you're going to extend your left arm, bicep alongside the ear. Then tap that left hand down as you draw that right knee in. Try not to let it touch. Extend that right leg as the left arm goes long, bicep alongside the ear, engage the glute, and tap the left hand down, right knee draws in, hovering over the mat. Well done. Nice. You're going to give me 5 more. Really strong. We're really nearly getting there now. Last 4. Nice. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Extend and lengthen, hold. Breathe for 4. Scoop up of that core. Square off the hips. Point the toes. Engage the quads and glutes. 2, 1. Release it down for me. Lovely. Spread the knees nice and wide. Let the glutes sit back onto the heels and melt your chest down. Give yourself a moment. Really, really strong. Nice deep breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. Now you're going to come back up to seated, okay? If you have a set of dumbbells, grab them for me. If you don't, I want to imagine that you have them. It doesn't matter if you don't, but you're just going to create some resistance for yourself. So it doesn't mean that you flail your arms and swing your arms around the place. Imagine you have a set of weights so you really create that resistance. Imagine you're threading through water or dragging yourself through honey, okay? What I want you to do, you're going to come up into a high kneeling position. If you have your dumbbells, just grab them in your hands. Okay, we're in kneeling position. Now you're going to hinge from the hips and lean forward so your upper body's tilted forward, okay? Then from here, we're going to bend our elbows, keep our elbows nice and tucked into our body, okay? And then from here, you're going to extend your arms long back behind you, then bend the elbows, draw it in. So we're working on our triceps here. And again, if you don't have the dumbbells, don't worry. You can do this without it, but just really create some resistance for yourself. So really imagine you're dragging everything through honey, okay? And if you have the dumbbells, don't rush it, okay? Feel that tricep extension, squeeze, then bend the elbows, draw it in. Now, as always, for support, you need to keep your core engaged. Remember, our core is our powerhouse, okay? Nice. It's where you find that stability and strength. Lovely. Well done. We're here for 6. Nice. Keep your elbows tucked into your body. Imagine you're holding a nice magazine underneath those armpits, okay? So there should be no gap. Last 4. Lovely. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. On the last one, extend your arms, hold. Now turn the palms to face the ceiling. Give me inch up, inch down. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Bend the elbows. Now come with me, okay? Your dumbbells, if you have them, are just in front of you. Elbows are still bent. We're going to find our reverse fly, okay? You stay leaning forward. You open up your arms wide. Keep a bend in your elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Then slow on that release. Really slow on that release. Lifting up, squeeze. Slow on that release. Well done. Give me 6. Nice. Again, dragging through the water, dragging through honey. Last 4. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the top and look at that slow release down. Don't rush it. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. Last 1. Hold, squeeze, slowly release. Well done. Let those dumbbells fall off to the side if you have them. You're going to lie down in a prone position, aka lying on our bellies. Then from here, what we're going to do, we're going to extend our arms out nice and long. You're going to keep your eyes looking down at that floor as if you're reading a good book for me. Okay? And then from here, it's almost like you're going to try to balance on your pelvic bone. So you're going to peel your shoulders, chest up, lifting up, arms come away from the mat. Then you're going to bend at the elbows and pull them back behind you. Then extend and lengthen, then lower yourself back down to the mat. Okay? So peel the head, shoulders, chest right up. Nice. Then pull the arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades, bending at the elbows. Then extend the arms back out nice and long, and then lower yourself down. We all sit too much, and especially if you work in an office, so this is really good for building that strength in your back body, okay? Lovely. Stick with me now and break that movement down. Again, remember, I know you're sick of me saying it, but slow and controlled. Lovely. This is all about control and stability. No rushing. Peel and lift yourself up to your highest point. Pulling back, bending at the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. Extend the arms long first, then you lower yourself back down. Lifting yourself up, pulling back. Nice. And remember, your eyes are looking at that mat, reading a good book, because you don't want to strain the back of your neck or spine. You want to keep that long spine. We don't want to crunch into the back of the neck. Lovely. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. Really nice. Again, you're dragging through honey. Create that resistance. Lovely. On your last one, lift yourself up to your highest point. Hold here. Just work the arms back and forward. Let's go for 6. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Extend. 5. Try to stay lifted now. For 4. Well done. Whew. For 3. Nice. For 2. Lovely. Last 1. Extend and release it down. Really nice. Well done. Give yourself a moment. Then once you're ready, you're going to come into a child's pose again. Spread the knees for me. Sit back onto the heels. Allow that chest to melt down. Now I'm going to get you to walk yourself over to the right, walking your hand over to the right, and stack that left hand on top of the right, and make sure that left glute and hip stays down on your heels. It doesn't lift. So walk a little bit back if it starts to lift. Really feel that stretch of the side body here. And just breathe into it, trying to melt yourself down. Surrender. Big inhale. Big exhale. Lovely. Slowly, slowly. Walk yourself back towards the center. Now walk that left hand over to the left as much as it's there for you. And once you get there, see if you can stack that right hand on top of your left. And again, not allowing that right glute or hip to lift off the heel. Keep it heavy. Ease off on that stretch if it lifts. And then again, feel yourself breathe into the side of the right ribs and back. Exhale, blow it out, surrender. Big inhale. Big exhale. Really strong. Come back through the center for me. Lovely. Now from here, we're in a 4-point kneeling position again. From here, curl the toes under. You're going to lift your hips up to the ceiling. Find the downward dog. Allow the back of the head and neck to drop so you release out your full back body. See if you can melt the chest a little bit closer to the front of the thighs, broadening the back of the shoulder blades, and push your heels right down into the mat as much as you can. Breathe here for me. Give me a big inhale, big exhale, blow it out. Now slowly, you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. Once you get there, bend the knees and slowly start to bring yourself up to standing again. Control, precision, don't rush. Nice, well done. We're nearly there now. We're going to bring all that in together, okay? We've built up the heat. Now we're going to bring it in together to finish it off, okay? So once you're ready, if you have dumbbells, grab them. If you don't worry, okay? What we're going to do, we're going to stand with our feet in line with our hips. So nice parallel stance, okay? Then from here, you're going to just drop down into a squat. As you do, bend the elbows and draw yourself up. If you don't have the dumbbells, or if you have the dumbbells and you want to, you can swing the arms up over your head as you drop down into a squat and draw it up. Well done. Nice. If that's too much, bring it up over your head. If it's compromising your form, just work a bicep curl as you drop down into your squat. Now remember, when you drop into your squat, you want your knees tracking out over those toes. You don't want them caving in over your big toe. Okay? You want all the pressure going into the heel of the foot when you drop down. Then push into the heels to bring yourself up. And don't thrust the hips forward at the top. Just squeeze the glutes, okay? So you don't want to thrust the hips forward. You just want to come up and squeeze and clench the glutes at the top. Take your time. Lovely. We're here for 4. Nice. Last 3. Really strong. Last 2. Nice. Last 1. Drop down. Hold it here for me. Deep breaths. Now just hold. Sit that bum right back. Pressure in the heels. Breathe. We're here for 8. Core is engaged. Relaxing the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Find length through the spine. Last 5. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Push yourself up. Lovely. From here, what I'm going to get you to do, you can turn yourself to the side, okay? And then from here, all you're going to do, you're going to keep that left foot planted down. As you you're going to step out with the right, bend into the right knee, sit that bum right back. All the pressure's in the heel of the foot. Then push yourself back up and raise that right leg up to standing and extend the arms to the ceiling. Nice. Again, step out with the right, bend into the right knee. Sit that bum all the way back. All the pressure's in the heel of the right foot. Push into the right heel and draw your right knee, drive it up in front. Come up to standing, find an overhead press. Remember, focus on form. Slow it right down. It's not about speed. This isn't a HIIT session. Push into the heel, draw yourself up, engage the core. Find that stability and balance. Don't rush it. Lovely. Well done. Don't worry about your reps. Focus on that form. Nice. Last 3. You got this. Stick with me now. You're really nearly through your final push of the day. Last 2. Nice. Well done. Last 1. Drive that knee up. Hold at the top. Breathe. Can you give me inch up, inch down of that right knee? For 5. For 4. For 3, 2, 1, and release it out. Lovely. I'm going to get you to spread your legs nice and wide, okay? And this time I want your toes to track out. So we're not parallel feet. Allow your toes to track out, okay? Then nice and simple from here. If you have the dumbbells or you don't, just bring your arms into a cactus position. You're going to find a sumo squat. You're going to sit that bum right back. Imagine those knees are being pushed out from the inside. Push into the heels, dumbbells up overhead or the arms. Then push into the heels, come up to standing. Bring your arms back to cactus position. We go for 8, okay? This is it. Well done. Nice. Really strong. Keep that core engaged. Imagine I'm going around, pushing your knees from the inside, pushing them out. Nice. Pressuring the heels of the feet. Last 4. If that overhead press is too much, take it out. Just keep your hands to your chest. Lovely. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. Really strong. Last 1. Hold. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Well done. Final push. This is it. Stick with me. Walk over to the right hand side of your mat so you have plenty of space on your left. Then again, you're going to step with that left. Sit that bum right back. Imagine there's a low stool behind you. Pressure in that left heel. Then push into that left heel as you drive that left leg up in front. Come up with a shoulder press. And repeat. Step out with the left. Sit that bum right back. Press into that left heel. Find your balance. Woo, and bring your left knee up in front. Don't let it hang low. And find that shoulder press. Lovely. You've 5 more to go. Then your hard work is done. Nice reward with a little bit of mobility and stretch. Last 4. Really strong. Nice. Last 3. Lovely. Last 2. Nice. Last 1. Drive that knee. Oh my God, nearly fell off balance. Drive that knee up. Well done. And then give me inch up, inch down. Really push down into that right heel. Make yourself as tall as possible. Core is engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it out. Well done. If you have those dumbbells, just let them fall to the side. Hard work is done. Well done. Time to relax, stretch. Please try not to rush off and take this time for you, okay? We spend our whole lives rushing. We've built up cortisol, we've built up heat. We want to release it all. We want to regulate our nervous system, okay? Once you're ready, you're going to come into a kneeling position for me. We're going to bring our right foot forward, okay? You're kneeling with the left. Then from here, I want you to hinge and lean forward so you start to feel a nice stretch of that left hip flexor. If it's here for you, you can swing your arms up overhead and start to lean a little bit back to feel a deeper stretch on that left hip flexor. Breathing here for me. Let the gaze come up towards the ceiling. Deep breath. Release it all back down. Switching sides, kneeling with the right, left foot comes forward. Now again, start to hinge forward. Feel that nice stretch, square off the hips. Feel that stretch down the front of the hip flexor. Lovely. And only if it's here for you, raise your arms up and go for a little bit of a reach back. Lovely. Breathe. Relax into it. Deep breaths. And release it out. Lovely. From here, really take your time with this pigeon stretch, okay? Come into a plank position. Then from here, you're going to drive that right knee up and you're going to cross it over the body. So it comes down, okay? And then from here, this might be enough for you. If you're anything like me and absolutely hammered your glutes yesterday, this might feel really tight, but really good at the same time. Just allow your body realize what you're asking it to do. And then stay here if this is enough, or maybe you need to come up onto your fingertips to take a little bit of release off. However, if you need a little bit of a deeper stretch, you're going to walk your hands down and let your chest melt and lower. And again, just try to relax into this pigeon pose. Breathing into it. If you're feeling it's too tight, or especially if you get any pain in the knee at all, slowly come out of it, okay? Don't do this stretch if you've pain through the knee. Slowly, slowly walking those hands back. Come out of it for me. Bring that right foot back. Once you're ready, raise those knees, then draw that left leg up. Again, take your time. Allow your body, just realize what's happening. Relax into the stretch. Stay up here if you need to, okay? Otherwise, if it's here for you, start to walk your arms down and melt that chest over your left leg. And just relax, breathe. Big inhale, big exhale. Lovely. Come through the center. Come up into a kneeling position for me. Now take your time, okay? Imagine it's like a door opening. So you hinge from the hips, you lean backwards, and only if it's here for you, bring your hands back to rest on your ankles and really open up that chest. Only if it's here for you. Otherwise, just find that little bit of a hinge. Maybe you can even drop the back of the head and neck and look behind you. Relax into this. Slowly, slowly, take your time coming back up. Now from here, I want you to spread the knees nice and wide. Sit back on the glutes. Melt yourself down. Deep breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. Lovely. Pivot yourself around. You're going to lie in a supine position, things we love to hear. And we're going to completely surrender now, okay? If it feels good, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees knock out nice and wide. And then just relax those glutes, okay? They often start to tense up. Relax. Place your hands on your chest, tummy, or maybe you just want to let them surrender and hang heavy by your side, palms facing the ceiling. Whatever feels good for you. Close down your eyes now and really start to bring yourself back down. Regulating the nervous system. Find that controlled breathing. Big inhale, breathe into the back body, expand. Exhale, blow out that set of candles, navel to spine. Really allow yourself, hear your own breath here. Big inhale, breathe into the back body, expand. Exhale, blow out that set of candles, release it all out. Slow it down. Big inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it all out through your pursed lips. Last one here for me. Big inhale, expand. Exhale, blow it all out. Lovely. Bring your feet flat on the mat. Bring your legs into tabletop, hands behind the back of the thighs. Take your time and just swing yourself up to seated. Pivot yourself around for me. Legs are crossed. Nice. Bring your arms up and over your head. Bring your palms together. Look at your palms. Now really stretch yourself up as tall as you can. And then exhale, release it all out. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, back and down. Inhale up, shrug. Exhale, back and down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, back and down. You did it. You smashed it. Week 2, foundation. Ready for week 3. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me on this challenge. If you've just finished week 2, I am so proud of you. Well done. Please comment below so I know. Just say week 2 done. And next week we move on to week 3, which is build. And this is where things start to get tough and start to get a little bit spicier. But again, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for joining with me. Tag a friend or let them know and join that challenge together. See you soon.